Hi and welcome back to MDriven. Today I'm going to show you a new thing in the MDriven Designer. This new thing is to help you publish your applications to Azure, the cloud infrastructure that's available throughout the world. So we're going to this cloud dialog, and from before we have the local servers and things, but there's a new tab called Azure Servers. And what we do is to log in to our Azure account, which we must have created ahead of time. And one can, I really think you should get one, because everyone is entitled to one free Azure account. And that gives you some credits that you can run quite a few things with if you have an idea. I'm going to log in with this. After I've done that, I will find my tenant, which is a term from Azure portal. So tenant is your domain or your portal when it comes to Azure. And we choose that one, and you can give it a name of your own to, if you have multiple logins, you will be able to keep them apart like this. And after that, we can choose to create a new app service plan in a specific location. So an app service plan is basically one server which can run multiple applications, even MDriven applications. I'm going to call this something, and I'm going to choose a location. When you choose location, it's smart to choose something that's close to your customers. It will work anyway, but the network latency will be higher the further away you are. So let me choose North Europe. I'm going to add that app service plan, and when I've done that, have it here, something in North Europe, and still haven't done anything in Azure as of yet. I'm just stating what it is that I'm supposed to do. And what I'm supposed to do is to create a new slot for MDriven to upload the MDriven stack, so that you in turn can upload the model to that MDriven stack on that application, on that Azure App Service, which is basically the server. When all this is done, you can reach your application running your model from anywhere. Your phone or a customer can reach it, and you can reach it from anywhere in the world. So choosing a name for the application, it's of course, you might think it's important, and it is, but this name must be unique within the Azure Websites.net namespace. So most cool names will be taken, but you can just pick a unique name, and then later on in the process we will show you how to buy your own domain and certificate to actually call it the exact thing that you want. So let's call this one demo MDriven, and I'm going to put some numbers behind it to help me to find it being unique. So I'm going to add this demo MDriven 1010. Now it shows up here, and when I select it here, I get some further options, and the important options is to choose a tier. So a tier is basically the quality of the server. So this will be something that actually affects the app service plan. So the free tier is good because it's free, but it also sucks because it really have low resources. So it's a trade-off. Even if these aren't free, the other ones, you will still, it will cost you extremely little to run them. And whenever you sign up, if you're lucky, you get a free account, and then you have some credits which you can use running these. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a S1 standard today. And once I've done this, I need to instruct Azure to try to create this for me. Remember, I told it to be in this tenant, and I said that it should have this app service plan that should be located in Northern Europe, and that we should have a demo MDriven 1010 web application running on the S1 standard tier. So it's gonna ask me to log in again. And I got this error message that this identity B3 is not allowed to create update on the server farm. The subscription B3. Okay, I'm gonna need to debug that. Let's try with another. That went fine. So there's something wrong with the S1 standard. I'm gonna check that out later, but we'll leave that for now. What I got was the address to the SCM, which is an admin application that helps you see your server slot, so to speak. We also got information on how to deploy to this server slot, and also the password to deploy. So I'm leaving this password out in the open, and of course it's a password, so you should take care of it. But at the same time, it's something that we must have accessible in order to deploy the turnkey software, because now we only have the slot. So if we were to visit this address, the turnkey server address, we would just get a blue screen saying that, okay, you have the slot. Let's try that. I'm gonna push this link. So it says your app is running and waiting for content. So there's nothing in it. To get something in it, we first must ensure that we can have the turnkey, the MDriven turnkey stack, which consists of two server components. It's MDriven server and the MDriven turnkey. In order to get those up into the Azure slot, we first need to pull them down to our machine. That we do with this one, download latest. That's actually the same as we do with the local servers, and it's the same kind of operation. It's the same operation. You get the local servers as zip files on your local machine. Now we have them as zip files on our local machine. Now we can instruct this tool to upload that to this application slot, demo MDriven 1010. So what it starts with is unzipping and building a compound and bigger zip with also the settings needed to actually run to connect the turnkey server towards the MDriven server, etc. The MDriven server password was empty. It will be created for me, and it will be this long hard thing. You can choose to write something here, and then it won't touch that. It will use that, I should say. But it's important that we have a password, because now we will be on the public internet. When we have created the larger zip, that one is uploaded to Azure. Well, we can go to this SCM. So it's our application name .scm.azurewebsites.net, and I can log in as my account, or I can probably use the login details found here. So this is the what is called the Kudu services for specific for my Azure application. Here one can check things like what's on disk for this server. And doing that, I can see that it actually is a lot of things on disk, so it looks like the install has gone through. Anyway, these errors that pops up is from this tool. The SEM tool isn't equipped to show more than 299 items in a directory, and apparently there are more. It shows up, so I'm going to use the A account and copy this whole password in here to make sure that we have it working. And what we can see here is that the data in the A0 slot for this MDriven server doesn't have a model as of yet. I got an error, so I'm going to see. I tell you what, I'm not happy with this installation. It behaves strange, so I'm going to upload it again. What's also good to know is that we can check the status of the Azure web application as such by pushing this update status. It will ask us to log in again, and it says that it's running and enabled, and the host names associated with it, that it's on SKU Basic, and it's always on false. This is something that we might want to switch rather fast, because we don't want it to go down to sleep if no one has talked to it in a while. From here we can also send stop and start and restart. So I was just about to check that the model content of this MDriven server is empty, because there's nothing there yet. So it's just MDriven software needed to run the model that's in place, but your model is not in place. Another way to check the MDriven server is to push this button, but of course I haven't said that it should use this server. And this button will help you to fill in all these details in this tab. So this tab is currently empty, the active MDriven server. Current target server is not set. We go here, and our demo MDriven 1010 use above MDriven server. Then it copies all the details needed, and also the password and everything, so I can check on that. So it's never started and there's no current version. So then I just can upload the version or the model that I have here, and then it says that the database is recreated. We're back after a bit of bug hunting. So many of the issues I think were related to admin database used. So let's see if I can log into this one now. Now it behaves better, and I'm supposed to be able to see that we don't have a model. I can see that there's no models. I don't need to do this, but it's just a sanity check. So then this is used. I can check server status and started, but no version. So I'm gonna upload this model and see how that looks. Yeah, and of course I added these to prove a point. Now I can remove them to prove another point. Control delete and save. Adding back here and asking what's gonna change if I upload. Well, the checksums differ. Wanna know what's different? Well, it says it's the attributes. So let's just go ahead and upload anyway and see that it will drop some columns, the ones that I dropped up here, both for the thing and also for the subclass and other thing, which we see here are subclass from that. So that's totally fine. Now I will be able to go to my turnkey server. So the first time the turnkey server starts, or whenever you have uploaded a new version of the MDriven stack, which you will do from time to time, it takes some time because it expands. It takes some more time than usual because it expands things. So now we can work with the application to create a thing and save that and view that thing, and everything works as expected. So what's good now is that I'm able to do this from my phone because it's a open web address and not the local host. So this means that you can send this to someone. For example, I'm gonna grab my phone, go, and works, and navigate to this same thing, and it's showing the same data, hello world, and saving that, and should say hello world there as well. And once here you can do multiple apps. You can just as easily do an demo MDriven 1011 and add that one. Let's see if it goes a bit faster now. I also tried to fix the issue with the standard S1 because I discovered that those were legacy and Microsoft probably won't allow new customers to use them. But this is a premium version. It's expensive, but I'm gonna try it just a short period of time. So that's good to know. But you should always watch so that you don't end up paying for things that you forget about. So I haven't tried this one, so this is the first, I believe, but we'll see what it says. Well, it went okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and upload the code. Also important to know, when I changed for the application, I actually changed for all the app service plan. So I have also implicitly changed for the 1010. I'm stuck on a breakpoint on the other screen. So if you need different tiers, different performance, you should have multiple app service plans. That's the way it works. So great, so that went very much faster, and this is actually a good practice to turn up the use when deploying and doing things like that, and then turn it down if you're not going to use it for a while. So this is going great. So I can use this one now and upload the model to that, which means that I have the turnkey application at this address. That's good, and we can see that this is actually another instance because this is 11, the other one was 10. This doesn't have any data, so this is the other one. Save, and we're going to go into that, and just to show that everything else works, we're gonna do a live edit on this one. So this is local data, but what I wanted to do is the advanced styling and take the style properties and also use the LLM, make it look like a should go back to with a lot of brown. So silly, right? We can actually save that, and that will be part of the fast track CSS, and that fast track CSS will follow along to this 1010 when we upload the model, but it will need a push in order to see it because the fast track CSS is not part of the checksum. I'm gonna do a silly change and upload that. Yeah, actually, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I actually need to include this in the assets so that we actually have an active styling on the server. I should know this because I just should, but we can ensure that we have a user CSS by pressing this, Then refresh the file tree, I guess. And then in this user CSS, I can just paste in the fast track CSS and save that. And having done so, I can again save my model, and when I upload a new model now, I see that it also brings along the TK user CSS. So that should definitely, yay. So if I change my phone to show the 1.1 instead for the 1.10, you see that text says this is the one in a bit of a snarky font. So, and so I'm gonna break off here and yeah, try Azure out. I think you will actually find it extremely helpful to be able to put your ideas in the face of people to see, to make them try them out. Thank you for listening.